Hello lads, it's me, Benny, and that is a very old intro, huh? Well, we're back at it. Either way, welcome to this video, and it's been 2 weeks since I last uploaded, but I have a pretty good reason. Every time I do this kind of videos, I always have a excuse, okay? So just bear with me, okay? This is tradition, so to say. Yeah, this is a newfound tradition. I've been very busy this week, mostly because of school and other stuff. So that is a quick summary of the excuse. If you want a more long, in-depth reason why I was gone, no. Today's video, we are playing True Peace, right? This is a poppin' One Piece game, pretty much like every One Piece game. You grind, level up, become stronger, etc, etc. That is the basis of every One Piece game so far in Roblox. In this game, I figured there's a lot of new people, maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of late to the party, but I've been grinding this entire weekend. Pretty much max level right now. I'm almost maxing out the hotkeys, and I'm trying to get the most fruits and maxing them out as well. But in today's video, I want to just do a, everything you need to know about this game type of video. More like a guide, so to say, but I'm titling it a little bit different because, my buddy Axior has been, doing pretty well with these kind of title videos. So, I got his permission to do this kind of video, so why not abuse that? Everything you need to know about this game. Alright, we'll start by the basics, the combat. So the combat is pretty interesting in this game. Unlike most One Piece games, we just left click, and usually the NPCs don't fight back. I mean, they do fight back mid M1, like just M1, and they can actually fight back too. That's how most One Piece games have it. But in this game, it's different. They are stunned when fighting, and the last hit has a knockback. Not only that, yeah, the NPCs can also block. And when they fight you, you can't do stuff about it. Like now, I'm being totally messed up. There we go, thank you. So, there's two different ways of doing combo. You can just do a full M1 combo, which is push them away like this. Or you can push them in the air like this. 1, 2, Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, up in the air, and then they're stuck in the air for a short while. You can pair it up with a M1 after pushing them up to slam them down like this. It really depends on your move. So, example, I have a combo of mine with Pika. I push them up in the air. Bam. Then I use the Pika kick to further on the combo. Punch them in the air again. I failed though, but that's okay. There we go. Again, Pika kick down there. But if I have, example, OP, or the upper fruit, I have a combo where I just let them be in the air and I use a special move that, launches from the ground and punches them in the air. Or I could do this. Up in the air. Tempest kick, which is the crescent moon kick while they're in the air, pretty handy. Like that. It's pretty cool. You can do some very good combos with it, and I like it. I like this combat a lot. But that's the M1 chains, alright? You could like alter around the combat with, the loadouts here. See, this is your main loadout. You have move from 1 to 6, and then you have the keybites of Z, X, and C. These you can actually change in settings. If you go to change hotkeys, you can change everything about the skills. You can change the how, the buttons. You can make the 7 a, instead of a Z, you can make it a 7 instead, or whatever button you want. All the hotkeys are changeable here. It's pretty nice. I changed the dashing from being the usual, I don't know the button, to Q, and got into F since I'm used to that. If you have a weapon, but you don't know how to use it, you press R, and then you switch to that weapon. Since I have two weapons, or two different weapon kits or styles, I can't be unarmed. I can only have weapons on me, but I can change that. If you go to inventory here, you can see the primary weapon here is my or the Mihawk's blade, Might Blade, whatever it's called, I don't know. Then the secondary weapon, I have dual gold flintlocks. Kind of hard to see, but I have these two flintlocks. If I remove the Yoru, and if I press R now, I have just the guns. If I press R again, I have fists. That's how it works. So you don't need to have you can do fists, right? It can work if you've leveled up the right stat. I'll get more to that later. But yeah, that is pretty much the basis of combat. I doubt I need to explain anything more. It is pretty self-explanatory. Maybe make a future advanced guide and just to go more in depth with the combat, but I feel like that's pretty good. The inventory system, that's the next section of this video. The inventory system, I briefly showed it, but here you are. This is the inventory system. It reminds me of like an RPG type of inventory. It's pretty cool. You can see your avatar here, and you can see different slots of everything. the text is kind of small. That's because my resolution is kind of big. But this top one here is primary weapon 3. This is used for 3 sword style. This is accessory 1, accessory 2. This is primary weapon 1, primary weapon 2, secondary weapon 1, and secondary weapon 2. And here's the money, and here's the gems. Pretty self-explanatory. And here are all the items you have. I don't have a lot of items, but I have a few like fodder fruits and one pretty good fruit. Probably gonna eat later, who knows. But anywho, like I mentioned briefly before, you could switch around with the weapons. You can have 1 primary weapon. You could have 2 primary weapons, which is usually, not usually, it's only katanas can have 2, you know, 1 to 3, like primary weapon 1, 2, and 3. You cannot mix around. Like if I equip primary weapon 2, doesn't work, since Yuri here is considered a heavy weapon, which is taking all the primary weapon slots. Like this takes everything from the primary weapon. You can't have multiple heavy weapons. That doesn't work. You can only have 1 of it equipped. But let's say I unequip this and I want a katana on my primary weapon 1. There we go. Now I have 1 sword style. Okay. And if I can equip another katana on primary weapon 2. There we go. Now I have 2 sword style. Pretty cool. And actually I can have a third one, primary weapon 3. But now I have on my mouth as well. So now I have 3 sword style. What this changes is not much. Only the damage is dealt a little bit. I think damage is a little bit higher. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only thing you get from 3 is having more sword styles. I don't know much about 3 sword styles since I don't use it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, let's say I want to equip Yuri now. There we go. It kicks out all of the katanas and just makes me have this one blade. So that's how, you know, the inventory system works with weapons. Secondary weapon is used for guns. Right now, the only gun you can dual wield is flintlocks, I believe. The slingshot you can only equip on the first secondary, and the same with cannons. You can only equip it on the one secondary, you know. The only weapon you can dual wield with, you know, range is flintlocks. So that's what I've been using. That's that for the weapons tab. Now we have accessories here. As you can see, accessory 1 and accessory 2. You can equip 2 accessories, and I have both equipped here. But as you can see, you can only see the black cape I have. This is the black fur cape. Pretty cool. But I have a second cape here. This is the... I have no idea what this is. But this is a Admiral cape. Or this is a Whitebeard's cape. There we go. You can see it now. And you can toggle the visual. If you press the visual here, you can toggle what you want to see. So this is the Whitebeard cape. Pretty cool. Not too rare. I just got it randomly. And if you look here, you can see the stats of this thing. This Admiral, or Blue Cuffed Cape it's called, gives me 20 health. 20 more health. This Purple Pirate Cape gives me 10 more health. This Striped Cuff Cape is 20. This is 10, etc, etc. Most of the capes give health, and depending on the rarity, it gives more health. But I have a necklace here, which is the Lucky Necklace. This gives me increased critical chance. Pretty cool. I don't wear it though, since I don't focus on critical hits. That's not my build. But you can get multiple other accessories that I don't have yet, which gives different stats. But you can only equip 2 accessories at once. That's how it works. And how you get accessories, I will get to that later on. So just, you know, pay attention to the video and I'll explain you every bit of detail and how you get accessories. That's it for the inventory section. Let's go over to the skills section, which is basically press M, go to skills tab here, and basically all of this. Alright, so we started with combat skills. Combat skills is basically things anybody can get if you have enough of the requirements. Like this is uppercut. You need 10 power, which is from the stats screen here. This is a power stat. You need 10, and you need 10,000 belly to get this move. And once you have it move, you can equip it on the loadout down here if you wish to. The same goes for all of these moves. With this combat skills, you can use them no matter what weapon style or Delphoot style or stat build you have. You can use any of these moves whenever you want to. Right now I don't have any of these moves in my moveset since I am focusing on other moves, but I used to have this move on, let's just use it, this move on X. This move basically does, what it does is, you know, pretty good for infinite comboing. That's what I use. So if you press the move, push then, and then, you know, I forgot to chain it since I was paying attention, but yeah, that's how that move works. And as you see, I'm not, like, I have the Yuri equipped, and I could still use this move. Like, it doesn't matter what you have equipped, you can use any of the combat style moves. So that makes this tab of moves very, very good, because you're not locked behind anything. you can use all of these moves. But that's it for the combat skills. Pretty brief about it, but you know, that's how it works. Next up is race skills. These are very unique to your race. So my race is Skypian, right? I have these wings on my back. Skypians have 4 moves, which is a dial combat. So the first move is Jet Dial, second move is Flash Dial, Flame Dial, and Thunder Dial. These moves are completely free. As you can see, all of them cost 0 belly. Pretty cool. But to unlock them, you don't need power, you don't need sword, you don't need anything. The only thing you need to do is to complete the Skypian Dial quests. Or the quest line, so to say. These quests are scattered around the map, right? The first quest is on the first island, I believe. I don't remember, to be honest. If you find a red question mark NPC, and that NPC is a Skypian, it is highly likely it is a Skypian Dial quest, right? So if you complete the first one, you get this move. Complete the second move, you get this move. Complete the third quest, you get this move. Fourth, this move, right? And these NPCs are scattered around the map, but they are, you know, they usually follow each other. So like you'll find the first one first, then the second one, and then third one. I think this is a Skypian quest. It is. This is the third Skypian quest, I'm pretty sure. You talk to her. I already done the quest, so I can't. But you talk to her, and you have to defeat these guys, which is the Skypian Warriors, level 300. This is for the third dial, which is the Flame Dial, which I don't use at all. But yeah, that is for Skypians though. It's the same concept for every other race. Humans have Blackleg style, Fishman has Fishman Karate, of course. Cyborgs have their own cyborg fighting style. And that's all the races so far in the game. Next up is the 6 styles mastery. This is a pretty interesting place or tab, since you can learn 6 styles no matter race. Right? In some games, humans can learn 6 styles. In other games, it's its own fighting style to learn 6 styles. But in this game, anybody can learn it. So as you can see, I have all the 6 styles, and how you learn them is the same concept with the race quests. You just have to find quest people. It's usually the CP9 members if you watch the series, and you just need to do the quests, and you will unlock these abilities when doing quests. The first thing you will get if you follow the quest line is Tempest Kick. This move right here. I have it at a very high level. The max level for everything is 600, so I have maxed out Moonwalk, which is right here. Moonwalk 600. This is basically the Geppo, which is what it's called. Iron Body I have on 300. This you get from, you know, blocking. Oh yeah, by the way, you press space from to Moonwalk, and the higher level you are on Moonwalk, the more the higher you can go, and the more jumps you have. Iron Body is blocking. You just automatically replaces blocking with Iron Body. The more you block, the stronger it becomes. And yeah, mine is pretty decent. Finger Gun I barely use. This is basically just you thrust forward and you deal damage, and you also stun them for 1 second, it says here. Pretty handy sometimes, but I don't like it. Tempest Kick is very good, I like it a lot. Basically just a long range attack, which is very fast, and the higher level you are with it, the more damage it deals, I think, and the faster it goes, and the cooldown is reduced tremendously. I can technically almost spam it at half max level. I can technically spam it. I'll show you later on. Instant Transmission, I have this maxed out. This basically makes you teleport, so to say. If you double press Q while running, or if you stand still and press Q, you teleport to the mouse direction. How you level this up is by dashing. Regular dashing makes you level this up. Paper Art is a very difficult one to level up, since you can't force it to level up, right? Can't really force it. This passively increases your dodge chance against M1 and M2 attacks, turning you into paper thin to dodge. Basically what this does is, when you're hit, just dodge randomly. It's RNG, you just dodge. This is a very hard to level up, since you need to get hit constantly with M1s, not moves or anything. You just need to be hit by M1 attacks. You could do an auto farm with this, that is very possible, but I'm not that desperate for this. It's basically just free budget observation hockey, so to say. But yeah, Tempest Kick, I have like level 300, and I can technically spam it. There we go. 1, 2, 3 seconds or ish. 1, 2, 3, yep, 30 seconds. I can spam this every 3 seconds. If I got it to max, I could probably do it in every 1 second, and that is pretty OP. And I deal decent damage with this one. Instant Transmission, press Q when standing still, boop, or double Q when running, boop. There we go. Depending on your level, you have some charges down here over energy. That's the white bar thing. Right now I have 1 charge. I can teleport once. Just passively, yeah, there you go. Passively gets more charges. So now I have 2 charges. So let's get up here. Bop. I have lost 1 charge. Get up here again. Bop. No charges. Now I can't teleport. I can only dash. And Geppo is this, you know, jumping. Pretty simple, right? So that was 6 styles. Very handy. You should get all of them. Even though some are trash, you should get all of them. Oh, now we come to the difficult section. The weapon skills. So these weapon skills are, you know, pretty cool. I like this game with their weapon skills. It's very, very cool. So you can see there's categories for every different weapon style in this game. So sword style is 1 sword style, 2 sword style, and 3 sword style. That is the sword style category. Heavy weapons is usually the big weapons like a cutlass or a cutlass. I don't know what others to say. And a heavy weapon, great swords. What is a heavy weapon? Great swords, cutlasses. Heavy swords, I guess they're called. I don't know. Big weapons, okay? That's the heavy weapon section right there. And it has its own set of moves right there. Pretty handy. The same with the 1 sword style, or I mean sword style. It's all 4 moves, I guess. Yeah. Blunt weapons are clubs, lead pipe, and heavy clubs, I guess. These also have 4 different kind of weapons. And then we have special. Special is only for Yoru or Mihawk's blade. It has 2 moves you get instantly, alright? Or you need melee weapon stat, but you know it's pretty cheap, like 1500. That is very, 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 very easy to get. But these moves are very great. And fun fact, Yoru considers itself as a heavy weapon, so you can both get these skills while using it and the special. So you have 2 tabs unlocked with Yoru. You have this and this. Pretty cool. Flintlock is, of course, Flintlock. I've used some of these moves and none of them are great. Rifle, I haven't used them yet, so I don't know. Slingshot, not used them yet, I don't know. Cannon, not used that, so I don't know. But yeah, that's the weapons tab. They all have 4 skills in the weapon slots. Guns usually have 2, but only Flintlock has 4. Moving up is the Demon Fruit or the Devil Fruit. Max level for Devil Fruit is 600 mastery. It's really dependent on the fruit, but you have like roughly 5 or 4 moves with the Devil Fruit, but it's, you know, it really depends on fruit. Like OP has 4 moves, Light right here has 5. But the way to get more moves is to level up your mastery. So the first one usually is free, which is 0 Delphi mastery. Next is 100, 200, 300, and usually 400, 500, etc, etc. But the higher your mastery is, the more damage it deals, I'm pretty sure. The range is bigger, cooldown might be reduced, depends on the Devil Fruit. Like OP, when the higher mastery you have on OP, the bigger the room it gets. And that's pretty cool detail, I like that. But with Pika, I don't see much difference between low level mastery and high level mastery. It's just a damage difference, and that's pretty much it. But Devil Fruit scales on not like it doesn't have its own stat here. Like, as you can see, there's no Devil Fruit stat. I'll get to that very soon. But yeah, that's it for the Devil Fruits. Hockey Mastery is pretty cool. In Hockey Mastery, you have 4 tabs. True color is just basically the color of your hockey. So mine is cyan. I got this randomly. Hold E, not hold E, but press the button for Busa Hockey example. And I have cyan colored hockey. You can see the outline is bluish. And the sword is like this. And I'll explain why the sword is like this. This doesn't happen for everybody. I'll explain why. But the true color is just cosmetic. Nothing is, you know, the color doesn't do anything, right? It's just cosmetic. Here is Busa Hockey or Armament Hockey. I don't have this maxed out since I'm kind of lazy, but this basically increases your damage and makes you able to punch Logia Devil Fruit users. Max level is 600, and the higher level you are, the more it covers your body. But you can't have full body. You need a special perk to become full body. But if you're max level, you get these effects on your body, these fire effects, I'm pretty sure. I think it's max level you get those. I'm not entirely sure. Then we have Observation Hockey. This allows you to dodge incoming attacks and abilities. And you can also have, it basically gives you free ESP. Basically you can see where people are in a short distance. You can level this up by getting hit with it on. Like, it's kind of hard to explain in full detail since I don't want to make this video too long. But to level up Armament Hockey, you just have to use Armament Hockey and just kill. To level up Observation, you just have to get hit while using it. There's a bit more to it, but that's basically the basic principle. Conqueror's Hockey, you level up by just using it on people, on NPCs. That's how you level it up. But you don't get Conqueror's Hockey. The only way to get it is from Game Pass, or you have a perk that gives you Conqueror's Hockey. I would want to go more into detail, but I think that might be a separate video. Who knows? But that's it for the skills tab. the skill section. Next point is stats system. Over here, it's a lot of, it's a lot of GUI talking, but that's pretty much the guide here. I need to, talk about this. I'll explain more about the other stuff, but stats here is pretty self-explanatory. You can hover your mouse over things, so you can see the description. Power increases your overall power, allowing you to deal more damage allowing you to deal more damage for non-weapons, which is race abilities, combat ability, and also devil fruits. That's the power. Vitality is more health, self-explanatory there. Melee weapons is anything that has to do with melee weapons, such as regular sword style, heavy style, blunt style, special style, which is Yoru, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I believe. Range is range, of course, flintlock, rifle, slingshot, and cannon. Energy is the amount of energy you have, maximum energy, or stamina if you want to call it that. And here we have the race. You can spin it here if you want to. There's only 3 races, I believe, no, 4 races in this game, which is human, cyborg, skypian, and fishman. And they all have different race abilities. Here are the perks. These 2 are my perks. I have the melee, armament, hockey. It's not supposed to be oh, it is. This melee armament hockey is pretty rare. It's a legendary rarity, I'm pretty sure. And this gives me a special aura around the sword or the melee weapon. And it increases my melee weapon damage tremendously. So that's why I use this, since this is very, very good. And then I have this enhanced 6 styles. This basically makes all my 6 style moves much better. I can train them faster, and they just deal more damage or better range. Yeah, basically just makes them better. There are a bunch of perks in this game. I will probably cover all of them in a separate videos, but that's pretty much a short version of it. You can spin them here if you want, and there are different rarities on all perks. It's pretty short, but that's the stats section. Now let's get to the fun part, obtaining stuff. Obtaining weapons is probably the main thing you should worry about. It's also kind of the difficult part, sometimes, depends. So there's various different ways to obtaining weapons. The main way is to, let me actually get to the start. Actually, I can get to, yeah, let me get to Star Island and everybody start here. Here we go, the Starter Island, Fusha Village. This is one of the places where you can purchase a weapon. So let's go to the main city over here. My teleport failed, that's pretty good. Over here in the main town, you can see there's an NPC or 2 NPCs right next to each other. One has a dollar sign, one is a gem boy. Let's talk to the dollar sign guy. This guy is a shopkeeper. He has a lot of weapons in the store right now. As you can see, he has the wooden, iron, steel katana. Same goes for great sword, club, flintlock, rifle, slingshot, cannon, and ammo. So he basically sells everything you need for the basics, alright? But these are not the best weapons. There are better ways to get them, but these is like the starter weapons, alright? So, you can buy the stuff here to get weapons. Pretty cheap, or sometimes pretty cheap. Depends on, for me it's pretty cheap, but But yeah, this is an option. You can buy weapons here if you want to. I would highly advise it to, if you want to start your build early, you can just buy these weapons early. You can get the better ones later on. Pretty simple. But the best way, or not best way, but debatable. The best way to get the good weapons is, and the only way to get the good weapons is from drops. You can also get the weapons found in the shop from drops. That is also possible, but it is more it's more viable to buy the weapons. But some weapons are not in the shop, and that is something I can show right here. I think. So, these are the regular sword bandits, right? You see, they have the wooden sword. You can buy them from the store, but at rare chances they drop the sword. So if you kill him, sometimes, very rarely, or depends actually, the rates are so stupid, but sometimes, rarely, you can get the weapon that any of the NPCs are holding. So like if you see a weapon, if you see a guy holding like, I don't know, a steel sword or, a big ass cannon, it is very likely he drops that weapon. So like example, Zoro has his 3 sword style and his 3 blades. You can actually get those 3 blades, but I've been farming him for hours upon hours and not gotten one single weapon. So, the rates are very stupid. And I mean extremely stupid. So, it's very unlikely you'll get the weapons from a drop, since it's pretty rare to get them. Even if I have, double mastery. Not mastery, but double drop rates, it's very unlikely I will get it. because it's that rare. You know, like right now I can't even get the wooden katanas, bro. What is this, bro? I'm trying to prove a point. Please give me the katanas, please. Charity work, please. Gimme. Well, anywho, yeah, that's the second way of getting weapons. But I would advise getting the starter weapons from the store, and then you can farm the good weapons later on. Next up is obtaining accessories. This works kind of the same, only you can't buy them with gold. Only way to buy them is using the gems. So if you don't know, accessories are these things right here, the capes, the necklaces, all that jazz. But you can actually buy them accessories. If you talk to the gem store guy here on the starter island, or Water 7 I think, he sells an accessory chest for 50 gems. Let me buy one as an example. There we go, I bought it. Let's see what I get. I get something stupid, a purple cape that I already have. That's crazy. But this purple cape has, let's see, I'm kind of lagging. Pink cape, I mean, sorry, has 10 health. Yeah, we don't need this. And now comes the fun part, obtaining devil fruits. There are multiple ways of getting devil fruits, such as the regular spawning and the despawning system. The devil fruit spawns every hour, I think, right? Let me fact check again, since I don't want to say anything wrong. A fruit spawns every hour, and it despawns after 30 minutes of its spawning. So yeah, that's the basic how, let me just decrease my graphic. That's the basic on how every fruit spawns, you know. 1 hour it spawns, 30 minutes it despawns. Pretty simple. And the fruits have rarities, so sometimes, or most often, you get the bad ones, or the common ones, I should probably say. Another way is to buy a devil fruit. You can buy a devil fruit from an island over here, Alabasta. This is probably the only island you can buy devil fruits for gold. 1 million gold equals 1 devil fruit. There's an NPC in one of the shops there that sells it. I'm not gonna go there myself. That's a lot of time wasted for something I'm not gonna do. So, you know, when you get to Alabasta, you can buy a devil fruit for 1 million. But the same rarity applies there. You don't get, it's not random, like random. It is depending on rarity. So like you get the common ones much easier when buying the devil fruit. So yeah, there's that. Pretty tough. You will most often get bad fruits from buying with gold. And then the third way is easiest way to get the rare ones, which is using Robux. If you go to the shop, at the top here, you can see random devil fruit for 1000 Robux. Pretty expensive, gotta say, but this is high. I think it's a higher chance to get rare stuff, since I've been getting a lot of good fruits from this. Let's buy one as an example, because you know, let's see if my luck is good while recording. Usually it's not, but yeah, it's not. But I got OP though, not gonna lie, I don't have that, so I'll take it. But yeah, that's basically the third way, and probably the only way, the final way I think of. Yeah, pretty easy. Now, how do you get gems though? People have been asking, how do you get gems? How do you access this store? How do you get gems? Pretty simple, you do quests. Not just any quest, there are different quests you need to do. Like you see this yellow quest there? This is a repeatable quest. He will not drop, they will not, I don't think you'll get gems from these kind of quests, I'm very sure. But you are almost guaranteed to get gems from the blue quests here. And the red quests over there. I've done that quest though, so I can't do it again, but the blue ones, I think you get the gem. Let me double check. Yeah, I know, defend the bandits, blah blah blah. Yeah, you get 5 gems from this guy. So you can farm quests to get gems. Pretty damn handy. It's like do this quest over and over. Oh wait, no, it's a daily. Never mind. So you can't do this over. So, but yeah, daily quests give gems. 5 gems to be exact. I think red one gives 5 gems too. The other way is to wait an hour. Every hour when playing the game, you get a premium award. If you are premium on Roblox, you get an award, 5 gems every hour. It's probably kind of low, but you know, that's an easy way to get gems, just free. Or you can buy them with Robux. Go to the Robux section here. There we go. 150 gems for 500 Robux. Damn, that's kind of expensive. Now, I kind of briefly explained it, but the type of quests here, as you can see, this is a yellow quest. I said this was a repeatable quest, and that is true. If you complete this quest, you can do it again and again and again and again. This only gives you gold and XP, so nothing too extraordinary. But that's the repeatable quest. Those are yellow. The blue ones here, this guy is a daily quest. You can only do them each 24 hours. So if you've done this quest, you need to wait 24 hours to do it again. And this, I think all daily quests gives you gems, like 5 gems if you complete it. And then we have the red quests over here. I have done this quest. so I can't do it again. That's what red quests do. You cannot do them again. It's a one-time quest, okay? Usually the red quests are trainers. This guy wasn't. He was just showing me around, I'm pretty sure. But most often the red quests are trainers. Like example, if I go, let's go to the top here of the mountain here. Sanji over here is a blackleg trainer. If you are a human race, you will get the first blackleg skill from doing this quest. So most often the red quests are trainers for anything like hockey, 6 style mastery, or 6 style thingy, or race skills. Those are the red quests most often. Not always, but most often. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments. I will probably answer it, or other people will answer. That would be highly appreciated. And I'll probably record more videos of these games. It's kind of fun. And yeah, I'll see y'all in a later video. Peace.